everybody. This is your host for Cooking with Tiffany, Tiffany DuBois-Morales. Now, every culture has a different leftover system or a different dish that they will make, for example, for the Thanksgiving holidays. Here in America, it's generally turkey. Some people have, a ton of sides that includes your mashed potatoes, your gravy, creamed corn, mac and cheese, and other stuff. In other cultures, turkey is not used. Most people generally don't even celebrate Thanksgiving in Europe unless it is, adopted by the family and everything else. So for today's video, I'm going to show you a adopted or adapted version of what I would do with lamb cubes if I had any left over from, a very big Greek celebration. So we have our lamb cubes from Chianti's Prime Shop at Reading Terminal Market. We got some tomatoes that I'm going to be roasting along with onions, serrano, hot peppers, garlic, some dill, and then from Whole Foods, garlic, and then roasted garlic tandoori naan for kind of like a shawarma style entree. So please sit back, relax, and we will be back. All right, everybody, we are back. So the first thing that we're going to do is marinate our lamb cubes. And then we're also going to go ahead and preheat our oven because these bad boys are just going to get simply roasted with our little petite onions and everything else. So set this to 400 and let that do its thing. And as always, please do not forget to head over to the Head Nut at Reading Terminal Market for all of your spices. In our case, we've got our Philadelphia location that we like to go to, and I'm incorporating black peppercorn, red pepper flake, a little za'atar spice, some Ethiopian bearberry, and Mediterranean marjoram. We're now going to go ahead and mix our lamb cubes with all of the spices, and then we're just gonna very simply saute them in our Dutch oven. We're also going to take our fresh dill and add that to the lamb cubes. And our tomatoes. So take a little bit of this, add it in. And take the rest of the dill and add it in with our tomatoes. Garlic will be used for just the lamb. Same with the serranos, and the onions will go with the tomatoes. So we'll be back. All right, everybody, we are back. So Our lamb cubes are marinating right now, and I am just mixing together our tomatoes and onions along with a little bit of the garlic and dill, along with all of the same spices. As always, please stop by Iovine Brothers Produce, also at Reading Terminal Market, for all of your produce needs. This is going to be a very quick and actually reasonably low calorie dish that you can prepare the same day, or feature on different dishes and everything else that you may have. But doesn't this look beautiful? All nice and ready to burst. Our oven is currently preset at 400 degrees, and we are going to very quickly roast these bad boys for a solid 10 minutes. I added a little bit of vegetable oil so that everything cooks through and is coated properly. And then we are going to take just a tiny amount of our vegetable oil, add it to our Dutch oven, and very quickly saute our lamb cubes, which have finished marinating at this point. Now, depending on the amount of spice or heat that you want in your dish, you do not need to add 2 whole serrano hot peppers. You could add in jalapeno, you could add in Fresno chilies, or any other chilies that you happen to have. Lamb is, as you all are very much aware, inherently gamey, and we don't like to hide the natural flavor with a ton of spices and everything else. So, tread carefully depending on who your guests may be. If you are thinking about inviting people over for a potluck and want to include drinks or cocktails or anything, I highly recommend things that will really complement the gamey flavor of lamb. So you could do like lamb washed Manhattans. You could do anything with like bitter notes. You could do anything with like heavy spice notes. Not necessarily sweet drinks would go well with this, or as always, you could just get a bottle of wine or anything else. But we will be done in a little bit, and I'll show you the finished look. Welcome back, everybody. Check it out. We have our finished sauteed lamb cubes, along with our roasted tomatoes and onions, and we have a little garlic naan pita bread or naan bread for our hold for everything. As always, please do not forget to head over to Iovine Brothers Produce for your produce needs, Gianta's Prime Shop for your proteins, and the Head Nut, all at Reading Terminal Market for your spices. garlic, and this delicious naan bread is available at Whole Foods Market. And as always, remember that there are multiple cultures out there, and that the holiday season is, celebrated in a lot of different ways. I am your host for Cooking with Tiffany, Tiffany DuBois-Morales. Bye.